And then just jot down your thoughts about them. First impressions, what they remind you of, what they're, anything that sort of strikes you about them.
Oh, God. Give me that whole pile.
So I'm going to give you 5 minutes to just stand up here, look these over, and then write down what's interesting to you. We have one more? All right, come on in. All right. I'm going to have you sit here for me, please.
Oh.
Ellen, what we're doing right now
Yes.
is we're taking our notepads.
Okay.
We're looking at the chocolates on the table. Feel free to pick them up and look them over.
Okay.
And then we're picking 4 or 5 that speak to you in some way.
Okay.
You're going to write down the number. I forgot to say that, guys. Everybody write the number down next to it, or at least the name, so we know which ones we're talking about. And then just jot down first impressions, gut reactions, thoughts about these various forms and kinds of chocolates in front of you.
Okay.
All right?
Fair enough. Thank you.
You can pick it up. You guys are like peering at them.
Oh, I picked them up.
Okay, good. All right, as you go to sit down and say this quite soon enough, grab a couple of them that you have on your list. You might have, don't fight over them, just grab a few.
Can you pass me the sea salt? Oh, that.
Oh, we got blue shit.
Everybody else heard the other one.
Yeah, and the last person, a couple people just shove what's left into the middle so we can all grab them. Get that one? Okay. All right. Scooch them down, scooch them down. John, scooch some of those ones in the middle down so they're kind of, everybody can reach them.
Oh,
Yeah, there we go. Great, thank you. Perfect. All right. Sue, tell me a little bit about the chocolates you put on your list.
Do you want me to name them all?
Yeah, just go ahead and name them for me and tell me what you...
Okay, so I chose Hershey's Kiss. That's number 38. That's a classic.
Okay.
The Ghirardelli Hazelnut. I love hazelnut, so that was a plus for me. The Cadbury. It's just regular. It reminds me of Easter, like I said. Then we have the Ghirardelli Minis, which was the sea salt. I've never had milk chocolate and sea salt, but I'm a big fan of dark chocolate and sea salt.
Okay.
And then the Hershey's miniatures. The idea that it's all miniatures as well as it's an assortment and it's all dark chocolate. That's nice.
Okay.
Yep. So those are my 5.
All right. So the Kisses, you called them classic. Tell me a little bit more about... So hold up the Kisses for me down there, Helen. All right, classic. What makes Kisses classic?
I mean, well, that's the original bag. That's
Okay.
not with any almonds or anything added to it.
All right.
And it's something that's always kind of been around
All right.
since your childhood, so it's just classic.
All right. And you said you wrote down the Ghirardelli hazelnuts.
Mhm.
Okay, and that's just because you like hazelnut?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of hazelnut.
Okay. Any reason why you chose the Ghirardelli hazelnut over, Jody, can you grab that one that's kind of in front of you? That one, and then there's another one right next to it that kind of, yeah. Why the Ghirardelli as opposed to the other one?
I'm not really familiar with Ritter. I've
Okay.
never really tried them before, so that's probably mostly it. Just
Okay.
familiarity and familiar with Ghirardelli. And it's dark chocolate. Dark chocolate helps you lose weight, allegedly.
Ah,
And
all
lower
right.
the blood pressure, actually.
Yeah. Right.
That's it.
So it's more pros.
Do other people feel like the dark chocolate is
Yeah.
good for
It's
you?
better for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not good for you, but.
In moderation. 12 bags of dark chocolate won't help you.
I mean, it just has a bitter aftertaste. It depends on the chocolate as well.
Yeah,
Sometimes
that's not what I don't really like the aftertaste.
Okay. Okay. Now, the Cadbury, I see you have there.
Right.
You called that sort of regular.
Yeah, this one is the plain one. I usually like the one with the fruit and nuts in it.
Okay.
But in general, Cadbury is just really good chocolate. It's just really smooth, so familiarity, of course. So I chose that as well.
Okay. So that's familiarity. Is it for the Kisses, like the Kisses were classic?
Right.
Would you say Cadbury's classic?
Cadbury is definitely a classic.
Okay. Okay. And then, what else did you have?
The Ghirardelli sea salt.
Okay, and you like...
I've never seen this before, but I know
Okay.
Ghirardelli is a pretty good brand.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, anything with sea salt or almond in it, you can win me over. So that was cool. And
So you were attracted to that just because you liked sea salt and you liked Ghirardelli, so that seemed like an interesting one.
right, and I like the fact that it's minis, so it's something you can just grab if you throw them in your purse and keep it going.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the packaging is pretty nice. I like the blue.
Okay.
And then my last choice was the Hershey miniatures.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a bunch of different kind of Hershey's candies, as well as the fact that it's dark chocolate. Yeah. So. Yeah. So it's a bunch of miniatures, and it has mildly sweet chocolate, and it's kind of cool.
Okay.
That caught my attention.
So, it caught your attention because it was miniature, because it had dark chocolate?
Mostly because it was miniature, so you
Okay.
get like an option. Like it's no commitment. Like this, you kind of have to eat it. No one
Right.
ever really puts the rest away, but this you can grab a few, and you say you're gonna eat. Like I'm just gonna have a piece, and you end up eating the whole thing, cause yeah. But as opposed to this, you can grab a few and kind of eat it throughout the day or throughout the week, and that's
Right.
good.
Did other people think about kind of what you would eat in one sitting versus what might be a sort of a grab and go kind of situation? Jody, you're nodding. Tell me a little bit more.
Well,
about
for me, the grab and goes were the mini, like these kinds of things.
that.
'Cause these are individually wrapped,
Mhm.
and the miniatures. The bars, you know, like Sue says, I mean,
Mhm.
once you open it, you basically know. You
Right.
might have great intentions to not, to rewrap it, but for me, rewrapping it, it never tastes the same after you open it up again.
At all.
So, you just, you know, it's like potato chips. You open the bag and I just eat the whole bag. I can't just have 5 potato chips. So, I did think about that, yeah, all the things like the Kisses
Mhm.
and that's just grab a handful. And that's also what we did, that's the Halloween stuff we look forward to, so.
So the squares, those Ghirardelli ones were on your list.
Yeah, yeah.
And why did you choose those?
First of all, there's lots of different there's a variety of options. So
Okay.
you have milk chocolate with sea salt and almond, which I love, then there's milk chocolate with caramel, with toffee, there's also dark chocolate. So they're individually wrapped, great package, I've had them all as individuals, but never in a mini package,
Okay.
so that caught my attention. It's great, smooth, rich, decadent chocolate.
How do you know it's smooth and rich and decadent?
Because I've had Ghirardelli many times.
Okay.
I mean, even when I was in San Francisco, I mean, you know, I bought up half the store.
Okay.
So, and I've had the regular bars and stuff, so one has to assume if their milk chocolate or regular chocolate bar is smooth and rich and creamy and chewy, you're
Mhm.
gonna get the same. You won't get as much because you're getting a little bite,
Mhm.
but it's still creamy. Still good.
What else was on your list?
What else was on my list? The miniatures, like I said a minute ago, only because those are untouched. Those are just open them when you feel like it, pop them in your mouth. Those are the mini bites, and that has the Halloween memories for me because we would fill up bowls and bowls with those. You know, and I like the variety, so I'm not just committing to a milk chocolate bar with almonds or a dark chocolate bar. I get that variety.
Okay.
The number 9, where's number? Oh, I have it in front of me.
Yeah.
I've had Lindt chocolate before. I've had the chocolate bars, but I've never had. I love things that have chocolate with something.
Okay.
Like chocolate with peanut butter, or chocolate with almond, or chocolate with sea salt. I just love that extra oomph with my chocolate, and this looked like it's taking all of my composure to not open the bag. Because it's bites, it's milk chocolate covered cookie pieces. I mean, how do you get better than that? So for me, that's a double whammy, because not only am I getting a nice piece of chocolate, but I'm also getting that additional. So that caught my eye.
Okay.
And then the Hershey dark chocolate, number 37. It's one of those, I don't know if anybody's got it. Yeah, I mean, that's the classic. That's the beginning of my chocolate fantasy. That's where it all started. I don't know how to eat less than this whole bar. I can't, even the smaller bars, forget it. We'll never buy those. We'll always buy the big bars. And this was a staple in my house as a kid, and it's untouched, and it's just decadent.
When you say untouched, what do you mean by that?
It doesn't have almonds in it. It doesn't have
okay.
anything else in it. It is pure, sheer, unadulterated, classic, the beginning of chocolate. For me, anyway.
Got it. Okay.
And then number 47, which was the Divine dark chocolate. Now, I've never had that.
It's really good.
Divine dark chocolate. And I'm always looking for a really good dark chocolate. And, Ghirardelli makes it and Hershey's makes it, but that intrigued me because, I don't know, Divine, I guess it's the name, kind of really got me, and it got me curious to want to try it, because I'm a big dark chocolate fan. And I'm getting tired of just the regular Hershey dark chocolate. I think that might taste a little different. I don't know, different, good or bad, but different.
Okay.
I pulled out another one, but
All right. and the
well,
last
the
one.
Hershey Kisses.
Oh, the
I mean, you
Kisses?
can't go through life without Hershey Kisses. And yes, I've been known to eat a bag at once.
All right.
And not just, the milk chocolate, but with all the other stuff in it, the swirls in it, I just wish there wasn't a piece
String?
of paper in the middle to
But that's
stop
the
you
fun
from
of
eating
it.
it. But yeah,
Just don't
that's
open your
a
mouth.
different surprise, yeah.
So it seems like Sue and Jody went with things that were like really personally appealing to them. So these are things, Sue and Jody, that you would definitely eat yourself.
Yeah,
right?
'cause well, not only that, but I love the taste. Yeah.
Okay. Did anybody pick ones other than based on their own personal taste? Maybe based on what they might give to someone else?
No.
No?
See,
Everybody
hoard
got
our
first pass pulled, what appealed to that?
We
Good
hoard
stuff,
our
though.
chocolate, we don't give it away.
Right.
That's
Awesome. All right, Helen, tell me about what you chose.
Well, it's kind of similar to everybody else. I mean, I grew up with Hershey's milk chocolate, so when my dad used to come home from work, he'd always give me a chocolate bar, and I was so excited to see it. I actually buy these even for gifts now. I mean, they have a big chocolate bar. I think it's like $25. It's really big, and it's part of my son's Christmas present, believe it or not. It's like a 10-pound chocolate bar.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's just been in the family, I guess, so I have to say that. I mean, our middle name should be Hershey's, because we eat it so much. So I guess it's been in the family, so, and it's traditional chocolate, so we like that. And the classic kisses, I mean, I think this is really great, because every holiday I look for the different colors, and I put them either in my office, and it's kind of like, oh, you have kisses, like everybody knows. So I like that they're also holiday wraps. So you get them for Thanksgiving, you get them for Halloween, and they have now different
Christmas
flavors. Christmas ones, red and green. So, and I just like it. I mean, Kisses, it's also a great name. And the chocolate has a nice shape to it, and it's kind of what I... Also picked Cadbury, 50. I love Cadbury chocolate. I can eat the whole bar in like a second, so that's also another thing, and it looks like real chocolate, so. And then I also actually picked the Godiva ones. I've only started eating them the past 2 years or so, actually. And I kind of like them. They're, they have different flavors, and they actually make good gifts, too.
Why?
Well, Godiva is a good brand. I would think it's like a high-end chocolate. So if I buy somebody a gift card, maybe I'll put a little chocolate bar with it. So, yeah, I think it makes a little bit a statement, you know.
Can you tell me a little bit about that? I see some people nodding, so what about it sort of reads high-end to you?
Well, I think the name alone and also the price point. I mean, they are expensive. And if I go to someone's house, I just figure that gold box, and you could put different ribbons on it. It's more like a high-end, where you kind of have to go to, well, now I see it more in other stores, but they are hard to find. Otherwise, you'll have to go to a Godiva store.
Yeah.
You find it at like Macy's.
Macy's or Lord & Taylor, like on the side. And these you can get at CVS, Walmart, I mean, every single drugstore
Right.
or discount store.
Okay, great. Let's see, David, tell me about yours.
Okay, I picked out mainly dark chocolate because I'm much
Okay.
more favorable to dark chocolate. Though I like all kinds of chocolate, I'll eat chocolate anytime. I went through college eating Hershey bars with almonds, so that's, I still eat Hershey bar with almonds, you know. But I've been liking dark chocolate more, so I picked number 20, this intense dark chocolate, because the Ghirardelli, the brand. And then I've had this, but I'm not sure I liked it. Like it's always like a trade-off.
What
Oh,
are you
I'm
talking
sorry,
about?
it's 49, the green and black.
Okay.
It's always like a trade-off between the dark chocolate, the taste of it, and how hard it is. It doesn't really, you know, the darker it is, I think it doesn't melt the same way like milk chocolate does. So some of them are like too dark. They have. I remember getting an 85%, and that was too much. There was no sugar in it.
Okay.
And then I picked the Lindor number 5
Okay.
because I like the bite size. You know, and I've had them. They're very nice. They're very good. But you can buy them just individually, at like bodegas and stuff, or other stores. And then I had the same thing with the minis. The milk and the dark, 23 and 24. And I like sea salt, like anything in chocolate. It's not so like.
So when you say same things with the minis, are you
It's
talking about the individual?
Yeah, individual, like
Okay.
you can take 5 of them with you.
Okay.
Whereas you say, you know, like once you open this, you know,
It's gone.
gone. So, and what was the other one? The Godiva, the same thing, the dark chocolate and Godiva. I love Godiva chocolates, they're really good. And I like truffles, that's why I was, you know. But Cadbury is very good too, like Cadbury dark chocolate is very good.
Okay. I'm going to backtrack for a second, actually, to something you said, Helen, about the shape of the kisses being sort of pleasing to you. Do other people have a response to shape the chocolate?
I like the shape of the kisses too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They're cute? All right.
The commercials are at Christmas time, that where the bells, when the
Right.
kisses pop up and down and stuff like that. So it's really, yeah, it's cute.
It's just like one bite. You just eat one, and just one real quick bite, and it's gone. There's nothing else to do.
Okay. So for you, it's not necessarily the shape of the
Nah,
bite, it's
just
the
one-
biteness of
yeah,
it.
Yeah, just one quick bite, and it's gone.
Yeah. Okay. Does that make a difference for other people, kind of the one quick bite as opposed to something that may not be one quick bite?
No, it's portion controlled,
Right.
Okay.
so that's helpful.
And it's the unwrapping of the the present.
Yeah.
The chocolate is the end goal, so you're
Ah.
unwrapping it's more fun to unwrap that shape than it is to unwrap a little pieces. It's more fun to unwrap that than it is to unwrap those.
Yeah, it is.
It's harder to unwrap those, but
Ah.
it's more fun.
It's worth it.
I guess it's a personal preference,
Mhm.
you know.
Okay. I understand that, like, for some of you, like, kisses are more fun to unwrap than, say, the Hershey's little things. But is it still fun to unwrap the Hershey ones? Some yes, some no.
The Hershey, it can be a pain to have a bag of Hershey's and try
Okay.
and wrap each one,
You know, the kisses aren't that hard though. You just pull the string and it's
And
like
they
a
pop
foil.
open, yeah.
The foil,
Foil
it just,
comes out,
it's like
yeah.
a flower, so it just
Right.
opens up.
I don't do it that way, I just unwrap.
I mean, if you hold it too long, they'll melt. So you got it work.
Gotta be fast.
Okay. John, tell me about your list.
Yeah, so first I went with the Ghirardelli Intense Dark Chocolate, 72% cacao,
Mm-hmm.
cacao, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, because I like intense dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know that I've had the Ghirardelli. I also picked this one, the Divine, because I've had this. I think I got it at Whole Foods at Union Square. And I just love dark chocolate. I've always loved dark chocolate. I
Okay.
thought I would try this one. I don't know why. I know why, because I love the packaging. It's
Okay.
so simple and it pops. It's just great. And agave, I would try that. That's it's a different kind of sugar, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Okay.
a kind, and the quinoa, I cook with quinoa all the time. Sesame, so it just sounded like, it's out of my wheelhouse. Normally, I'm a dark chocolate person, but I went with this just because of the packaging, and I thought it sounded interesting. I also went with Hershey's dark chocolate. Part of my mom's family is from Hershey's,
Okay.
Pennsylvania, and so every holiday,
Yeah,
it was
you were
like,
loaded with
yeah, I was
chocolate.
looking forward to seeing my one aunt because she would always bring me one of those big bars of Hershey's. And I still, but what's missing from this, two things are missing. The dark chocolate kisses, which I eat every morning for breakfast, breakfast dessert, and the Hershey's syrup. Where's the Hershey
I
syrup for
see.
chocolate milk, for hot chocolate?
I realize you guys don't have white chocolate.
That
Yeah.
is interesting. Is white chocolate something you guys eat?
I love
Yeah,
it.
I love white
white
chocolate.
chocolate.
I
Yeah.
don't like white chocolate,
Okay.
so I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Are things like white chocolate and chocolate syrup in the same category in your minds as this stuff?
Yeah, white chocolate definitely. Especially like white chocolate, like the Hershey's white chocolate with cookies, like cookies
Oh,
and
that's
cream.
really good, yeah.
That is just, oh my god, it's so shameful. That right there is like one of the best.
Okay.
I had white chocolate. It was an instance one time where I had some good white chocolate. My cousin was getting from Philly one time. I would get him to send it to me from Philadelphia up here. So that's how bad it was.
White chocolate is harder to find. I
It
is.
have difficulties finding it.
Yeah, you don't see it around.
I don't
It's
see
not
just
that
bars
often.
of white
Yeah,
chocolate. What I
yeah.
see is white chocolate
And
pretzels
something.
covered,
Yeah,
white
yeah,
chocolate covered
yeah.
pretzels.
Oh, that's good.
Godiva has the white chocolate strawberry, essentially.
Oh, they do?
The strawberry, yeah.
Corey, tell me a little bit about your list.
My list is like probably a little bit of everybody's. Like the Hershey's, I call it like my everyday or
Okay.
candy, like my kisses and the minis right here in this bag.
Mhm.
Pretty much you will grab whatever and keep it going. You got different assortments. You just don't have to stick with one. Sometimes I pick through and leave like one or two different ones, and I'm like, I ain't eating these.
Right.
So I pick like a certain amount and leave the rest for somebody else, whoever wanted.
Okay.
so that's what 38 and 40.
Okay.
I chose like the gourmet ones, the ones I kind of could splurge on here and there, like the Lindor number 5s, and in the Brookside, I tend to share with my girlfriend because it's enough for all of us. Like the blueberry ones,
Okay.
or there's another kind I usually get. But oh yeah, and the Godiva, I don't know who has it. I think it was a number 5.
This one?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it's another one. Yeah, it's
Oh.
another Godiva. I usually pick up that too whenever I have the chance. It's a pretty good chocolate. Then I have like a couple more was like I don't knows, or I might have had them once in a while. I think somebody got the green and blacks,
Mhm.
number 49. I had it like one time. It was just like it was a unique flavor. So it was like all right, maybe just this one time, and I'm probably nothing I would get again. But if I got it in front of me, maybe I'll try it. And I think this right here, which I want to try, but I didn't have the chance to try it.
Okay. What made you want to try that?
The packaging. I have a thing for toffee once in a while. Ever since I was a kid, I always like toffee, almonds, certain things. Just a little difference here and there. So it's just a difference.
What about the packaging attracted you?
It was a little different. It wasn't the usual. You don't, when you do see a light colored something with chocolate or something, it brings your attention to me. It's a little different.
A couple of you mentioned being attracted to packages that were a little bit different. I'm going to try to push you a little bit on that. So when you see a package that's different, what does it say to you? Like what does it make you think of, the fact that the package is different?
Well, this kind of reminds me of, it's gonna sound, I hate this expression, but artisanal, you know?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Brooklyn-y kind of, but it just looks kind of like it's really good chocolate and probably not too sweet, although it is milk chocolate. But yeah, I mean, this just appealed to me. It
Hipster chocolate?
not hipster, I mean, because, you know what, I guess it is. it
It's
is
like
maybe-
Brooklyn, I'm like, yeah.
chocolate.
It is
Yeah.
maybe hipster-looking chocolate, but I just I like the simple packaging. I'm drawn to that as opposed to something like this, which I think is just like, kind of, to me, it's gaudy. I just like this. I like simple.
I think this caught my attention. Yeah. This caught my attention. One, the blue, it's a nice blue. It's pretty. Just like even the other Ghirardelli bag.
This one?
Right. They're not shiny. Like they're matte. I don't know if that's just me. I'm a detail person. So they're matte. They use great colors to represent the candies. It's an upright bag. I wish it had a zip. You know, because I realized once you rip this open, it's open. That means that I'm supposed to eat all of it. But
That's the idea.
right, it doesn't have like a little zip latch or whatever. But it's a really nice looking packaging. It's really well thought out.
And what is the sort of the niceness of the packaging? Like, what does that say about what might be inside?
That means that it's probably quality product. I mean, we know Ghirardelli is quality product, but it just seems like it's it's not really. I don't know. It just looks like good candy.
And some of these things, you guys didn't pick at all. Nobody picked this, for example. Any
Well, if
reason
it
why
had
not?
had peanuts, I
Yeah,
would have done
yeah,
it with
peanuts.
I like
Right.
cashews by themselves.
Okay.
Chocolate covered cashews don't work.
I'm not
well.
sure.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Almonds, peanuts,
Sea
and
salt
hazelnuts.
peanuts would have been nice.
And Jody, can you grab that lint bar for me? Blue and white.
That's right there.
Oh, boy.
Right.
Oh.
I just paid attention to something.
Yeah.
The name of the product is called Cocoa Love because it has a love poem in the inside.
Oh.
That's cute.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
that's cool. I don't know, that's something to think about.
Nobody
Have you
picked
ever had the
this
kind
one?
with chili and?
No, I've seen
Chili
it,
and
but I never tried it.
No, it's really good.
Yeah,
Chili
that
and
is-
cherry is amazing.
Oh, that
It's
sounds
hard to
good.
find, but
Sounds
that's-
good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
Look
nobody
that
picked that. I don't
Nobody
think.
picked that? Any reason why this was not appealing?
Extra cream.
Yeah.
For me, lint, I prefer lint as the little balls, the little truffles.
Yeah,
I
me
prefer,
too.
I've never really experienced their bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
What?
I like their bars, but there's something about that, I don't know, the packaging's a little too gaudy.
Mm.
Okay.
I don't know why, but I like drawn to understated packaging in chocolate.
Right.
I mean, it's probably just a prejudice.